Continuing to focus on the upper body. Let your arms come a little further away from your sides, to about a 45-degree angle away from your body. Bend your knees, the soles of the feet come to the floor in any way that feels comfortable to you, making sure your back feels relaxed. Now, imagine that your arms were like rolling pins, meaning that as you rolled the arm, the whole arm rolled at the same rate. It's easy to turn just the hands, to let the shoulders and the upper arms not have any movement at all. Where most of us need to release tension is from the shoulders and the fabric of the upper back and of the upper chest. So we'll work in this exercise rolling the entire arm as a unit. You'll feel as you move the arm, as you roll your palm up and your palm away from your feet, you'll feel your shoulder move back. And as you roll the arm in the opposite direction along the mat, you'll feel the back of the hand turn towards the thigh and your shoulder move away from the mat. As you do this, you'll notice that when the shoulder moves back, the muscles in the upper back get active. And as the shoulder moves forward and the entire arm rolls, the muscles in the inner chest tone. We'll be working both arms together, with the arms comfortably out towards the sides, not in line with the shoulders, but a little closer. Start by rolling your arms so that the palms turn down. The backs of the hands start to turn toward the thighs, and the shoulders move any amount away from the mat that's comfortable for you. And continuing to move slowly and smoothly, let the arms roll the floor, the palms turn up and away from your feet, feeling how that moves your shoulders back and engages the muscles in the upper back. We'll take a few cycles here, working with this rolling pin-like movement of the arms. As you roll the arms, notice whether your body likes to move from the shoulders rather than from the arms. See if you can allow the rolling of the arms to lead that movement into the shoulders and the shoulder girdle. Take one more cycle here, rolling the palms down, the backs of the hands towards the thighs, letting the shoulders rise up. And slowly releasing that work through the inner chest and the inner shoulders, rolling the palms up, the palms away from the feet, feeling the shoulders move back. And then come back to neutral. Pause for a moment just to rest. As always, scan through the fabric of the shoulders, the upper back, feeling for anything that feels like it's changed or been brought new energy. For the second set, we'll add to that movement of the arms, that arch and curl action that we practiced earlier. And we'll start to make those movements happen with the breath. When you feel like you're ready, beginning with an inhale. With an inhale, bring a little arch into the low back and roll the arms so that the palms face away from your feet and your shoulders draw back. And again, moving slowly and smoothly. With your exhale, start to move towards the curl position in the lower back, letting the arms roll along the floor, allowing that to bring a little more energy and engagement to the front body as the shoulders move away from the mat. And as you inhale, let the front body expand. The arms roll as you bring a little arch into the low back, reaching the sitting bones down, feeling the shoulders draw towards the floor. And as you exhale, moving slowly and smoothly, curl in. As you begin to bring this movement along the full length of your spine, you'll feel that it also moves your head. As you inhale and arch, feel how that draws your chin and your head back towards the floor. And as you exhale and curl, notice how this movement of the shoulders forward draws your chin towards the sky. A couple more cycles here, moving slowly and smoothly, letting the arch action bring energy and engagement into the muscles of the back body, and slowly releasing that, letting the curl position lengthen and expand all of those connections through the back. As you inhale and arch, that broaden and expand the front body. And finally, finishing with a curl as you exhale and curl in. Let that bring a little more energy and engagement to the front body. And then finally, soften back to neutral. Again, pause for a moment or two to rest and feel. For the final set, we'll add to those first two actions, taking the knees, the legs out to the side on the inhale as we arch. And as we exhale, as we curl, drawing the knees back together. But the movement is a lot like a flower opening and a flower closing. Beginning with the inhale. As you inhale, reach down through the sitting bones, bring a little arch into the back, let the knees come out towards the sides, roll the arms so that the shoulders draw back. And as you exhale, roll the arms, let the low back come to the floor, gently curl in. As you inhale, let the front body unfold and expand, arching the back, rolling the arms, letting the knees come wide. And as you exhale, slowly curl your way back and in, broadening the back body, curling in towards the center of your front body. Take a couple more cycles here. You may notice that your tendency, like mine, is to go a little bit fast. See if you can slow the movement down, give your body more chance to connect, more time to feel. As always, as you move, make sure that if there are any parts in your body that feel sensitive, neck, shoulders, back, hips, that as you move, these movements feel supportive and comfortable for those spaces. Doing less if things feel intense. Only allowing the movement to grow in size if that feels good and it feels like your body is inviting you to do so. And then finally, finish with a curl, lengthening the back body, rolling the arms, drawing the knees back together, bringing your low back to the floor. And then soften, release back down towards the mat. As your body comes back to neutral, again, take time just to feel, to notice what's changed through the fabric of your body. Continuing to move with the arms and to use this rolling pin-like roll of the arms. Let your arms come out now so that they're in line with your shoulders, reaching straight out to either side like a T. We'll begin this movement with the upper body, and just as we did before, we'll add in rotation with the legs, this time moving towards a twist. For this one, the arms will move in opposite directions. To start, let your left palm turn down towards the floor, letting that draw the left shoulder away from the mat. And with your right arm, roll it in the opposite direction. The right palm turn up and start to turn that palm away from your feet, letting that right shoulder move back so that the shoulders are moving in opposite directions. Then slowly releasing, roll your arms on the floor. The right shoulder draw up as the right palm turns down. And let the left shoulder move back as the left palm turns up. Continue this slow rolling action here, just experimenting, feeling how that movement travels across your body, like a spiral moving from the right to the left, and from the left to the right. You'll notice that as the shoulder draws away from the mat, it broadens the shoulder blade away from your spine. And as you roll the arms so that the palm turns up and the shoulder moves back, you'll feel those same muscles across the fabric of the upper back tone and engage. Take one more cycle here. And making that movement any size that feels good in your body. And then come back to neutral and rest. Building the movement pattern in stages, we'll add to that rolling of the arm a gentle movement of the head from side to side. We'll start by turning the right palm down and the left palm up. And as you roll that left palm up, let your head turn so that your gaze looks towards the left. Again, letting that movement feel comfortable for your neck, making it smaller if you need to. And then as you roll the left palm down and the right palm up, let that roll your head over towards the right. So you're always gazing towards the palm that's facing up. We'll take a couple more cycles here, letting that spiral travel now not just through the arms, but across the whole connected fabric of the shoulder girdle, the neck, and the upper body. I like to feel that the shoulder, as it rises up, helps my head to roll from side to side. But please let this movement happen in any way that feels good to you. Go one more time to each side. Turning the left palm down, letting that bring your gaze over towards the right as the right palm turns up. Or turning the right palm down, letting that bring your gaze over towards the left as the left palm turns up. And then come back to neutral. And again, pause just to rest. We'll take one final set, this time bringing the lower body and the legs into the movement pattern so that the spiral is traveling through the whole body. Turning the left palm down, the right palm up, letting your gaze move over towards the right. Let your knees lean towards the left so that your knees, your lower body, are moving away from your gaze, away from the palm that's turning up. You'll feel that this lengthens and expands the sides of the body and the back. And then rolling the right palm down, let the left palm turn up, let the knees come up through center and slowly make their way over towards the right. Again, letting the legs always move opposite to your gaze. And we'll take a couple more cycles here. As you allow the spiral to travel from right to left, left to right, take a moment to pause as the knees come to the side, really releasing any holding, any tension from the side body and the back, so that the hips and the ribs and the shoulders have a time to soften apart from one another. As always, you want this movement to feel really fluid, playful and light in your body, making sure that there's no pain, discomfort. And if anything feels uncomfortable or painful, moving even more slowly, maybe even making the movement smaller. It can be enough sometimes just to engage those muscles that are holding on to tension so that they can reconnect, realign themselves with our mind's ability to control and set muscle length. One more time to each side here. And then as you finish, let the knees come back up towards the sky. Let both arms come to rest. Again, pause just to feel.